Okay, hey, this is Read the Word Roro coming to you with a quick Bible study. So, right now I am reading in Genesis. I started off in chapter 12, but I'm studying Abraham's story. So, as I read these, as I read these stories in the Bible, I'm also going to have Bible study. And y'all, okay, my Bible study is just it's gonna be real raw and uncut. Okay, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. This is my faith. This is my belief, and this is about the family that I've been adopted into. And ain't no shame in my game. It is what it is. So boom, let me tell y'all. It just took me aback, but I'm gonna just get into the story, and then I'll share my thoughts. As I was discovering the details and the tea in this story in the beginning, like boom, just right when I get into it. So, boom, Abraham. So, we're talking about Abraham, but when he's first mentioned in the Bible, he's mentioned as Abram. So, Abram was first mentioned in Genesis chapter 11, 26. Keep up now, okay? So, and it says, it mentions Terah. So, and Terah lived 70 years and begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. So, begat in the Bible is basically, he had him. So, no, Terah is the father, and the father had three sons. Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Now, I'm going to get the pronunciations of these names right as I go. As I'm studying, y'all just going to have to bear with me. But so then it goes on to say, now these are the generations of Terah. So that's the father. The father is Terah. He had three sons, Abram, Nahor, and Haran. So Haran died. So one of the brothers died before his father Terah in the land of nativity in Ur and Chaldees. And Abram and Nahor took wives. So these are the other two brothers that were still living, Abram and Nahor. So the name of Abram's wife was Sarah, and the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah and the father of Iscah. And at that point, I was like, what? Hold on. Haran is the brother. I'm like, I know Nahor didn't marry his niece. So when I first read it, in my head, in my mind, I like something in the spirit was just like, just stop right there. And so I just stopped right there. And then I had shared a little worship, short video of y'all worshiping, letting y'all know I got the victory. I got the victory, yeah. That wasn't a song, but yeah. So when I was reading it, says just stop right there. And so I stopped right there. I had my little notes, and then I forgot what I went to go do. I think I went to go wash the dishes or something. I was doing something. I had prepared the water and for the dishes, and then my spirit was just like, now read it, read it and record it. Because when I read it like 2-3 times on my own. And then after I did that, and I went and I was reading it again, and this time I was taking notes because I'm studying. And so, yeah, the spirit just said stop, and then I stopped. I was doing something, and then it was like read chapter 12. So I read chapter 12 and 13, and then I posted that. And then after I posted that, I end up going back to it. So this time when I went back to it, I got back to it, and I'm like, okay. I read it again. And so I was like, okay, I need to know. I'm going to Google it. So I'm Googling like who did uh who did Nahor marry, and Google was straightforward with it, y'all. Google was like Nahor married his niece. So I'm still excited to with going in through this story, but that was just we're gonna put a pin in it. We're gonna put a pin in it because we going through the story of Abraham. So if y'all interested in following, you know what I mean, like some real Bible study where we finna get into it. We're gonna go through it. And you know, I'll give my thoughts on it as well. Like it took me aback. I'm not gonna lie, but it didn't take me aback to it didn't take me aback to where I'm like, oh, I don't believe I ain't following this incest and ooh, like I love God. I love Christ. You know what I mean? And I know I might everything I might not understand, have an understanding of why this and why is that allowed and this and that. But Jesus Christ lives in me and he is alive in me and well. So even though I just have to tell y'all that little bit of tea in the way that I shared it, my faith is still intact. But yeah, as we go through this story, we gonna tell it. We gonna tell it. Okay. So go ahead, like the video if you made it to this point and you're interested in hearing more about what's going on in Abraham's story in the Bible. We read chapter 12 and 13 already, so you can go back and you can listen to that. I'm reading in the King James Version, so you can follow along and listen to that if you have trouble with reading the Bible on your own, or if you just want to come chat, come listen to Roro and follow along as I read it, and then look forward to these Bible study videos on the chapters that I will be reading. Okay, all right, check me out, like, and if you are looking forward to more, subscribe. This is Read the Word Roro. We're rereading the word for real.